our YouTube channel. It was now weekend for our weekly analysis where we talk about what I expect of the market the previous week and what actually comes to fruition. Today's date is 17th of the month of May 2025, and the analysis I'll be making for today will be what I'll be using to view the market from on the 19th to 23rd of May 2025. So let's dive into today's business because I don't want it to be lengthy. We'll start with our dollar index, the DXY. Last week on dollar index, what am I looking out for? I was expecting the market price to gravitate into this shaded area, this ash shaded area, and we should see a movement into the line here, which is a consequent encroachment, which is the weekly buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And I mentioned a movement into this BC here. This is a buy side imbalance, a CB here. Sorry, this is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And I said as long as the market price finds its way above 100.500, then I'll be interested in the market price visiting 101 and 102 big figure. So I'll be watching how the market price will react, holding. If 100 500 will hold the price, then we should be able to see a movement into this yellow shaded area, which is an actual gap here, a real liquidity void with a volume imbalance. So the coming week I'll be expecting how the market price will gravitate and stay above 102 big figure. So the lowest hanging fruit for the next week will be 102 big figure, 102 big figure. Then we should see a movement into 103, 103, 104. So that is that on dollar index. So on GBP USD, which is a cable, last week I was interested in the level um 1.32 thousand. So 1.32 thousand was what I was watching. As long as the market price stays above 1 point, I'm sorry, 1.32 thousand was what I was watching, and I'm expecting 1.31 thousand to be delivered. So as long as the market price stays below this shaded area, this yellow shaded area, so 1.32 thousand has been taken already because that was the lowest hanging fruit, but I was still watching 1.31 thousand on the longer run. So that would be a projection into this BC here. So I'm expecting a sell side movement into this BC here. This is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. This is another buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So those are inefficiencies where the market price will visit as long as the market price stays below 1.34 thousand. So I'm expecting 1.34 thousand to serve as a resistance to the price from going higher. So in a nutshell, the coming week I'll be expecting 1.31 thousand on cable. So I'll be expecting 1.34 thousand to serve as a resistance to the price so that we will get to 1.31 thousand. So 1.32 thousand, which was the draw for last week, has been taken. So let's let me adjust this. Let me adjust this to 131. So I'll be watching 131. So adjusted to 1.31, 1.31 big figure. So that is the level I'll be watching on the cable. So moving forward, going to fiber last week I was interested in 1.12086 to serve as a resistance to the price that will send us into 1.11 thousand. That will send us into 1.11 thousand. 1.11 thousand 1.11 thousand has been taken. 1.11 thousand has been visited here. So next level I'll be watching will be inside this weekly CB here. So sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We have here this yellow area, and I'll be expecting the market price to go as far as to revisit 1.11 thousand and to give us 1.10 thousand. So I'll be revisiting 1.11 thousand to 1.10 thousand the coming week, as long as the market price stays below this level here, 1.120. Yes, 1.12086 again. So as long as the market price stays below 1.12086 and it remains a resistance to the price, then we should be able to see 1.10 thousand. So let's go to our S&P 500. S&P 500 last week I was interested in the market visiting 5800, 57 to 5800. So we've seen the market price visiting 59, as far as 59, as far as 5900. So 5800 has been visited. So how will I decide from here? I'll be watching how the market price will react to the consequence encroachment of this, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency here that was drawn out here. So I will be watching how the market price will react to this line here. If that line remains the support to the price, then nothing will stop me from pointing my attention here, and that will be around 6,000 thereabouts. Yes, around 6,000 because 59, the eye of this candle comes in at, this is a real time analysis, not a recorded. So the eye of this candle comes at 6,000, 6,000.50. So the coming week I'll be watching if the market price found comfortability around the consequent encroachment of that level, then we should be able to see if it's found support around the consequent encroachment of this level here, then we should be able to see 6,000, and we should be able to, I'll be watching this buy side liquidity pool here, those two areas. So those are too clean to be left unvisited. So let's see how that goes. Before getting to that level, I'm interested in 6,000. So if the market price will find a very good price action at 6,000, yeah, because it was close to 6,000 here. The eye of this particular candle comes in at 5955.80, but it was shy of 6,000. So we should be able to see proper 6,000 the coming week and movement into this CB here. So I'll be watching that. So 6,000 up to 6,100. So then we go to Dow futures. Dow futures last week I was interested in the market price founding a support around 41,000 that will lead us into 42,000. So as long as 41,000 remains a support to the price, then 42,000 is inevitable. So 42,000 has been delivered, and it has been delivered beautifully. 42,000 has been delivered beautifully. So the coming week, what I'll be expecting, what I'll be expecting the coming week, how will I be viewing the market the coming week? The high of this particular candle, the last candle here was 42,651.70. So my long term level has been touched, but I'll be interested in, can the market delivers 42,800. So I'll be watching if the market price stays above 42,000. So if 42,000 remains a support to the price, if 42,000 remains a support to the price, then we should be able to see 42,800 to 43, 42,800 to 43, big figure, to 43,000. So um I think that is that for now. And if I thought the market price wants to relax a bit, then it should be targeting this volume imbalance here. Volume imbalance around 41,800, 41,800, 41,700, 41,500. That would be my last level of defense in terms of support. 41,500, last form of defense of support. Then we should be able to see the market rallying higher. So let's go to what is wrong. The ads keeps popping up. It is not a paid chat, so it's a free version of the TradingView app. So to the Nasdaq last week, I was expecting the market price to deliver 2,500 and 21,000, 2,500, 21,000. So 2,500 and 21,000 has been delivered. So the coming week, I'll be expecting, I'll be watching. Can we see a movement into 21,500, 21,500 up to the level 22,000? So the coming week, I will be expecting the market price gravitating into the 22,000 level. So 21,500. So as long as the market price stays above 21,000, so I'll be expecting 21,000 to serve as a support to the price. As long as the market price stays above 21,000, then I'll be interested in 22,000 and above. To gold. Gold last week, I was interested in making decision around 3400. So I said at 3400, if the market price found resistance at 3400, then we should be able to see 32,000 to 31,000. If the market found resistance around 3400, which the market found resistance around 3400, and I said if the market found support around 3400, then we should see 36,000. So the market price found resistance around 3400, so we are going for 32,000 and 31,000. 32,000 has been delivered beautifully. Why 31,000 was short of some movement? The low of this particular candle that forms on Thursday, the low of that candle comes in at um come up. What was wrong? How? The low of that candle on Thursday dipped into 31,000. The low of that candle almost dipped into 31,000. So all the same, I'll be watching 31,000 the coming week. Proper movement into 31,000. Sorry, 3,100. That is 3,100. So 3,100, and if we could see a movement into the level 3,000, if we could see a sustainable movement into 3,000, but 3,100 is the lowest hanging fruit for the coming week. 3,100 and below. 3,100 and below. 3,100, 3050. 3050, 3,100, 3,000. So let's go to the last but not the least, which is the BTC. BTC last week I was interested in the market price founding a support around 100,000 and should be able to visit 104, 106. So as long as the market price stays sorry above 100,000, you should be able to see 104, 106, one, and I think the highest level the market has been before going into silentness, because it has been silent now. So before the market price goes into consolidation, so I'll be sticking with that bias of 106. We've delivered 104, 106 to 108,000. So I think that will be all for today. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for coming this far with us. We really love and appreciate you all. If you find this insightful, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. So a quick disclaimer before I leave: I am not a licensed financial advisor. The fact that I put my money behind it does not mean you should do the same thing. Trading the forex market comes with a lot of risk, and you should know your risk appetite before venturing into the forex industry. So the social media for today portrays that the forex market is a get rich quick scheme, which I'm telling you, it is a lie. It is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is a must get rich. So everything in this video is for educational purpose alone. So thank you once again. I really love and appreciate you all. Have a lovely weekend ahead and trade responsibly. Bye for now.